But yeah, I guess I can.
So I'm putting you on full screen. So basically, stream can see your screen. So show us the rookies of this
Oh
draft.
yeah, here I'll show you the rookies. So these are the rookies that got drafted in
Caleb
the off
Williams for
season.
the Bears.
He's starting.
Jaden Daniels for Washington. Drake May for the Patriots. Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, that's Arizona. Yeah, that's the guy you were talking about. His son.
Yeah.
Los Angeles got Joe Alt. Malik Neighbors, New York Giants. All right, that I think
So
that might be something right there. Is he a starter?
yeah, he's a starter. He's probably their best wide receiver they
Yeah.
have now.
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be interesting to be honest. J.C. Latham going for the Tennessee Titans. I've never heard
Offensive
of
tackle.
the Titans to be honest. I watch a decent amount of football and Titans have never been on my radar. So
Well, so they were they were never like a team back in the day. I mean, they were basically like a branch off or whatever. But
okay, so then we got Michael Penix
so
Jr.
he will not start. He's not a starter. He's sitting behind Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was the quarterback for Minnesota, but he got traded to the Falcons. They picked him up as a just in case of Kirk, because Kirk Cousins is old, man. So they picked him up just in case Kirk Cousins go down.
And then Rome for the Bears. JJ.
He's out all year. He tore his, I believe, I don't know if it was his ACL or what it was, but he's out all year. So they have, what's his fucking name? God, I was just saying it earlier. I don't know. They have an oldie, but he can't throw like 20 fucking yards. I don't like him. Something Donald, Sam Donald. I don't know.
Then the Jets got say that for me.
the it's Mister Fashanu.
Fashion. Fashion.
Offensive tackle.
They got Bo Nixon over here. Nice for the Broncos. Brock Bowers.
Bo Nix, he's gonna be actually good. So they lost. The Broncos lost to Russell Wilson, to the Steelers, and Bo Nix was a solid pickup.
And then Brock Bowers.
Tight end. I mean, he's projected to be insane, but the thing is, the Raiders quarterback can't, I don't know.
Raiders
I mean, they have Devontae.
trash.
Yeah.
We got Fuega, Latu, Murphy, Turner.
I don't know much about like defensive tackle edges and stuff.
Dallas
like,
Turner. I've heard some decent things about Dallas Turner.
Oh, the edge rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be good, but I don't think he's gonna start.
No, I don't think he's starting either. But I've heard some decent things. And Gerard Verse, Troy.
You know who's gonna be really good?
Chop Robinson.
Right here, underneath Mitchell. Yeah, the cornerback. He's gonna be good.
Brian Thomas Jr.
He's underrated. He's a wide receiver that played for LSU when they won, everything. Brian Thomas Jr. He was slept on, but he's also he was playing next to people like Malik Neighbors and stuff like that. So like I don't know. He's gonna be good. Quarterback Arnold. I mean, I don't know much about him, but what I do know is Lions needed a cornerback. Their defense for the passing game was terrible.
Nate Wiggins, he's not the starting one, right?
Where are we?
Ravens on the bottom.
Nate Wiggins, the cornerback. I mean, probably the Ravens' pass game was also terrible.
49ers.
Like you just skipped over Xavier Worthy, who ran a 4.21 for the Chiefs.
Worthy is gonna be decent.
I mean, he has Patrick Mahomes throwing to him, and but he's gonna also be competing against Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, I mean, he's probably the wide receiver 3. I mean, they could put him in the slot and he'll do fine. But we'll see. I mean, if he's as fast as they say he's going to be, I mean, you also got to think when
He
they're
looks
doing
kind of
the
fast.
when they're doing that combine. I mean, he's in shorts. He doesn't have full pads on yet. Like we'll have to see how he can run with all the gear on. Xavier Legette, he's going to be playing. I mean, he's wide receiver probably 2 or 3 because Adam Thielen is wide receiver 1. He's just old. That's first round. I mean, round 2. This is if we keep going. I mean, yeah, you got Keon Coleman. I mean, he's going to be a wide receiver 2 for the or actually he might be wide receiver 1 for the Bills. Lad McConkney, he has to play for the Chargers. He's going to be a starter because the Chargers destroyed their entire team for the most part. But now we're getting into people that aren't going to be starters for the most part. I mean, maybe some of the defensive tackles will be and stuff like that. I mean, Steelers going to do center, but yeah, the longer we go, the longer we're looking at people that probably aren't starting this year. I mean, they could. Anything can happen, but I'm just trying to see if I see any names that pop out at me. Did I lose you?
No.
Yeah, I'm just going through. But it's basically round 1 is where most of the people are going to be starting. Do you want to kick us off for your predictions of the 2024? How the teams are going to do this year?
Wait. Are we gonna put some money on this?
But for what? Like, who's going to get the most right?
Yeah. Like, so basically, how Tim does it is he scores himself like however many he gets right in the same column. So like if you predicted, 2 in the top column and got both of them in the top right, then he get 2 points or something like that. So basically, whoever gets the most right will get the pot.
I mean, we could talk afterwards of how much we want to bet.
Well, we don't have to do too much. We could do like $50, $20, something like that. We don't have to do a huge one. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
between me and you, so it's not like we're gonna win like $300,000 or some shit. It's just a double money thing.
Let's say the fantasy draft I'm in.
Yeah, what would you do?
It's 100.
$100 on that? Yeah, that's crazy.
It's $150 buy-in, so winner gets 1,500.
Yeah, that's a, that's a
Oh
that's a hot
yeah,
fucking thing. You better win that.
I know, I know.
What was that for? Was that rookie picks or what was that for?
No, so this is for it's on ESPN. It's you could do like a fantasy league. We have a 10-man league going on. So the 10-man league, I was picked 7 out of the 10-man pick, and we do snake draft. So it goes like first pick to the 10th and 10th back down to 1, stuff like that. So the team I have is Brock Purdy, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, DK Metcalf, Zay Flowers, Sam Laporta, Evan Ingram, Jets defense, and Justin Tucker as the kicker. My bench is whatever, but it's hard because I picked Saquon Barkley and then Williams. So I went hero running back, which is when you pick just back-to-back running backs right off the rip, and then you don't really touch running backs for a while. Well, the issue is Kyron Williams is now going to be the punt returner too, so that opens him up to more injuries. And he has a rookie sitting behind him who's filthy, who might actually take over the role in the backfield of 50-50 touches. If Kyron goes down, I mean, it's going to be hard for me because I have Zach Moss for the Bengals I can throw in there, but
All right, I changed my camera layout on my stream, so it's kind of like you don't see all this fucking.
oh yeah, you could zoom in. But you could zoom in too in the top right. Just zoom in your screen a little bit.
Oh, that works too. Yeah. No, I mean I just blocked everything. Like, I couldn't see the URL or all my fucking bookmarks either. So
Oh
I
yeah,
just see it.
I zoomed everything in. Yeah, that's my team, but I don't think I have the best
All right,
team.
so
I
we
mean,
have the same layout of teams. So basically, we can go in order from how we
yeah,
want.
Yeah, yeah. So me personally, I
Eagles.
think that yes, I think Eagles losing Jason Kelsey. Yes, they have the same team for the most part. They actually upgraded with Saquon Barkley, but losing Jason Kelsey for their center is going to hurt their team. It wasn't only their quarterback making the decisions. It wasn't only him. Jason Kelsey waved off so many plays because he knew how to read the defense. So I think losing him, that's going to put them in 10 and 13. I don't think they're a 14 team,
Yeah, I put 10,
14 win
13.
team.
10, 13 for me.
Yeah, they just don't have. I mean, Jason is such a great center. Green Bay. I mean, they have Jordan Love. They did beat Dallas last year in the playoffs.
I'm
What are your
thinking.
thoughts on Green Bay?
I'm putting like 6-9. Last year, I mean, what did they even get for last year? Was it like fucking? I don't even remember. It was like
I think like 10, 11
10.
wins. I mean,
Yeah, something like that.
they had Jaden Reed. They had. I mean, I I'd say 10 to 13 as well. Just because their team never really changed. If anything, the rookies are getting better. I mean, it was like one of their first years trying to do all this by themselves, and people are sleeping on them. So I think they're still a 10 to 13 team. Minnesota. JJ McCarthy got hurt. They got Sam Darnold as their quarterback now, but they still have Jay Jettas, one of the best wide receivers out there. Uh, I say 6 to 9. I say 6 to 9.
Vikings.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the team, huh? They lost Kirk Cousin, which I mean probably was a good thing.
I mean, last year they were 7-10. So
Exactly. And the rookie quarterback to replace Kirk went down, so now they have Sam Darnold. I think they might do the same. They're just gonna pepper JJ's. They're gonna look for Jay Jettas. Where is he? All right, throw it. That's all they're gonna do.
would it be? Would it be? Um, too much if I said 2-5?
Honestly, they could go 2 and 5. They could go 2 and 5. That's the worst part.
I'll put 2 to
I
5.
mean,
I'm gonna put 2 to 5. I might switch to 6-9, but I'm gonna put 2 to 5 right now.
right now, they could. I mean, if they're 2 to 5, they're probably 5. You know what I mean? Like if
Right,
they
right,
were
right.
in that bracket, they're probably at 5 wins.
Just barely. If I was gonna
Baltimore
put it,
Ravens.
it'd be 5, 6, or 7. Um, Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore Ravens. I mean,
I haven't
they
heard
just
from
got
them whatsoever.
really. I mean, they got Derrick Henry from Tennessee. Derrick Henry, he's old. But Lamar Jackson, everyone already had to worry about him running the ball. Now that you have Derrick Henry, they got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. Like,
Oh, I was thinking of the fucking Falcons. My bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ravens.
yeah.
Oh, Ravens. Okay. Um,
Yeah, it's they have they could have went to the Super Bowl last year, but they lost Patrick Queen on the defense, which is going to hurt them. But their defense still kind of stay the same. I put them 14-17.
14, 17. Nah, I'll put 10, 13.
They're gonna put them 10-13.
They were like really good last year, but like at like you were saying, their defense kind of like but their offense.
I mean, yeah, they lost Patrick. They lost Patrick Queen. Was he? I'm gonna go 10-13. 10-13.
All right, Browns.
Browns. Their defense basically stay the same. Yes, Nick Chubb is out as a running back, but he comes back. I think week 5. Yeah, he comes back week 5. I'm gonna put Browns 10-13. They're still a solid team. They didn't have Deshaun Watson last year. Deshaun Watson's overrated, anyways. He's overpaid. He did nothing last year because he was hurt. So they're gonna actually have a quarterback. They have Amari Cooper still there as a wide receiver. If Nick Chubb comes back and plays like he used to play, it's gonna be hard because he blew out his fucking knee. But if he comes back and is the same old, same old, I mean, their defense is insane. Their defenses is what wins in the playoffs, not their offense all the time. So I'm gonna put them 10-13.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put 10, 13 too.
Bengals. Joe Burrows is back. I mean, they have. This is what I'm worried about with Bengals. Okay, they have not paid Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase needs to be paid first of all. They haven't paid him. They lost Mixon for the running back, but they're not really a running back team. I mean, they like to throw. They have T Higgins still there. Uh, this could be 6-9 to 10-13. On paper, with Jamar Chase, should be 10-13. If they do not sign Jamar Chase, they're 6-9 easily.
Yeah, I put 6-9.
That's what I'm putting because we don't know. They haven't. Well, as of the second, they haven't signed him to any deal. September 2nd. Okay, what's your thoughts on the Steelers?
Steelers are definitely in between 10-13, 6-9, just because
Their
I
defense,
think
probably. They
I
have
would
TJ
think
Watt still.
they're in between because like it's either they're really gonna like do all right where they go like 7, 8, 9, or they're gonna do pretty decent where they get like 10, 11.
Yeah, because they have. So the Steelers, they have Russell Wilson now, who came over from the Broncos. But you got to keep in mind, Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl with Seattle. Um, they have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields as their quarterbacks. You know, they're probably going to play both of them. They still have an insane defense with TJ Watt, which is he's good as their edge rusher. But I say 6-9 because I don't trust him. I don't trust their quarterbacks, man. I don't. I just don't. I don't like the Steelers' offense. Their defense, I like. Their offense, I don't. Broncos. Broncos are they're a weird team this year. I mean, they got who is he? What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? Who's their new rookie quarterback that they just signed? Bo Nix. How can I forget about Bo Nix? I mean, they have Bo Nix. I don't really know anyone on the team. I mean, Javonte Williams as a running back. I think that's how you pronounce his name. They're also a team. I'm gonna go. Oh, not Kansas City Broncos. I'm gonna say Broncos is 6-9. They could be argued that they're gonna go 2-5 as well. You know.
Um, Hold on, I'm still thinking for the Steelers real quick. I'm trying to think if there's anything that would like,
Pop out for you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
There's
hold
like
off real quick
nothing.
while you're looking. That's what I'm saying.
Troy, and like that's about it.
Are you looking for the offense or defense?
Just anything.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like their defense is so their coach has never had a season below a 5-0, 500. So that's why I'm saying they're gonna go 6-9. They could go
Yeah, I'll put
higher,
6-9 to
like
be safe.
they could
But
go higher, like 8-9 wins, or they could be five
Broncos
six
ten
wins.
thirteen easily.
What did you put them?
10-13.
Damn, that's a bold. That's a bold take for the Broncos. That's bold, but hey, I like it. The rookie quarterback, he could be something, but yeah, it's risky. Where do you think Kansas City's gonna go?
Um, Kansas City. I want to say. God damn
Where
it.
I want them to be 2-5, but I know that's never happening. They have Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. We're just Pacheco, but that's just their offense. I mean, their defense hasn't really changed. I mean, I believe they did lose someone on the defense. That was very important. But other than that, their offense is going to be at least 14-17. I mean, you could put them 10-13, but in reality, they're going for a three-peat. That's
Yeah,
why
I
they
was gonna say
stacked up.
I'm going 13-17. I honestly think they're gonna go for it again this year, and just try to fucking secure a win for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they win 3 Super Bowls in a row, they'll be the first
The
team to ever
Patriots
do it.
got like what 6, 7 of them. Like fuck them bitches, bro. I'm sure
Not in a
the
row though. Not in a row.
no, not in a row, but like it's still in general. Like they fucking won so many in the past year. I'm sure it's time for the Kansas Chiefs to come
Um, We have the Chargers.
I don't know shit
So
about Chargers, so I'm guessing
so
2-5.
so the Chargers they're in a rebuilding year. They lost their running back Austin Eckler. They basically whatever Charger team you thought was last year they're not the same. I'm gonna put them 2-5 because they're rebuilding. They're in a bad spot. They're not a bad organization. It's just every team has to go through this. Look at the Patriots. They had a dynasty at one point.
They went
Now
5
they're
and 12 last year, bro. Like they're still
the
ass.
Chargers.
Yeah.
So that was the Chargers last year, even with their Austin Eckler's and stuff like that. This year they don't have any of those guys. So we're looking at probably less, but they could surprise us. Buccaneers. I mean, they have Baker Mayfield. They have an old man named Mike Evans as their wide receiver. My heart is telling me 6-9. I like them. Actually, they could be 10-13. Like they could make it into the playoffs. That's the thing.
I want to say 10 and 13. Like they really could be 6 and 9, but like I feel like they'll push out and do 10 or 11.
I'm not a Baker believer like everyone else. I mean, there's a lot of people that like Baker Mayfield. I just
trust me. Don't get me wrong. Me either. I've been clowning on my friend who's been a Buccaneer fan forever. So like, I ain't a big fan of Buccaneers either, but I feel like they might do something this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would go to the Rams. I mean, the Rams, Puka Nacua put on a show. The fact that he didn't get Rookie of the Year is kind of incredible, but he's a great wide receiver too to Cooper Kupp. Actually, he might be wide receiver 1 if we're going to be honest. But Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, great wide receivers. They have Kyron Williams. They just picked up an insane rookie running back to sit behind Kyron Williams to learn. They're 10-13 for me.
Yeah, 10-13. Raiders 6 and 9. Fuck them.
Raiders. I mean, they have Max Crosby. I love Max Crosby, but the fact that they have Devontae Adams. I mean, they've just picked up a new tight end. They're 6-9 until they can figure it out. Devontae Adams needs to get off this team. He needs to go somewhere else. But for now, he's there. 6-9. Tennessee. What do you think?
I want to say 6 and 9.
I can see them 6-9. I mean, do they still have DeAndre Hopkins as a wide receiver? I know they lost Derrick Henry. I think they still have DeAndre Hopkins. Who's throwing them the ball? Will Levis? Quarterback or Titans? 2024. Yeah, it's Will Levis. So Will Levis is going to be their starting quarterback. I mean, yeah, they're probably 6-9. I'm not putting them any higher. I don't believe in them after they lost. They don't have the run game. Like they picked up Tony Pollard from the Cowboys, which could be something. But Tony Pollard, he hasn't did anything for the Cowboys in the last 2-3 years. So I mean, I'm gonna put them 6-9. The Colts.
6 and 9.
Yeah, this is another one where I'm not sure. I mean, Anthony Richardson, he could make that team 10-13. They still got JT. We haven't really seen Richardson play because he was hurt all last year. Yeah. I'm gonna put them 10-13. I'm gonna be different on this one. I'm gonna put them 10-13, but just because of the reason of we never. See, part of me is like telling me, "Hey, stop being a dumbass." Yeah, I'm gonna look back at this and I'm gonna be so angry with myself not putting them at 10-13. But I'm gonna say this right now, just get this out. I'm actually moving the Bengals up.
Really?
I'm leaving the Colts down at 6-9. I'm gonna actually move the Bengals up.
All right, well, I have the Texans in 10-13 right now, so.
Texans, Houston, with Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Joe Mixon, CJ Stroud. I'm putting them 14-17. I want to see them go to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, they have the team to do it. That's the reason why they paid Stephon Diggs to come over from the Bills. Yes, he's a drama queen, but I see them 14-17 all day. Patriots. We're not going to talk much about this. 2-5.
Um,
You're thinking about this one? Oh no, where are you going to put the Patriots?
I mean, they might get 6.
I mean, hey, you have more confidence in the.
I'll put them 2-5.
Let's say if they're going to be high on anything, it's going to be 5. Bills. I'm not putting them.
Yeah, wait. I have Dolphins next, but I'll go Bills. I mean, they did decent last year. I don't know about their lineup now.
Like I said, they lost Stephon Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis. They still have Kincaid. They still have Josh Allen. I mean, they got a new rookie in there. The thing is, this team is also this is a 10-13 team as well. I mean, I don't want them 10-13. I can see them 6-9, but if they're 6-9, they're gonna be 9. I'm gonna put them 10-13. I'll give them some respect. I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. They're not even close.
I'm gonna put 6-9.
Jacksonville Jaguars. ETN, Kirk, Travis Lawrence. Where I want them to be, 10-13. They have so much work to do. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback for them, and that's hard to say because he was a first round pick too back then, like what 2-3 years ago. I would have put him 6-9.
Falcons or Eagles or
Seattle.
Seahawks.
God damn it.
Get the right bird. Shit. There's too many fucking birds, bro.
What bird? Yeah, so I mean they have DK Metcalf.
6-9.
Geno's 6-9.
Yeah.
If they're 6-9, they're 9. They're at least.
Yeah, well
9.
they went 9-8 last year, so yeah. I'm thinking they're either a high 6-9 or like 10-13, but like I think high 6-9.
If Geno Smith is throwing accurate passes, they're 10-13.
Yeah, for a fact.
You know what? I'm gonna put them 10-13. I want to be different. The Jets with Aaron Rodgers, fucking grandpa out on the field. So that's another thing. The Jets could also be a 10-13 team as well.
I'm gonna put them 6-9 to be honest.
I think I'm gonna leave them 10-13.
And you have a lot of faith in a lot of fucking teams. Okay, so
damn, I'm gonna leave him 10-13. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move it down to 6-9. See, this is one of those things where we're gonna look back at this and be like, wow, we underrated Aaron Rodgers, or we're gonna be like, wow, we overrated him. He should have been 2-5. You know.
All right, 49ers. I really wanted to put up at 14-17, but I'm putting them at 10-13.
I'm doing the exact same. Reason being that yes, they have all the same offense pieces. They still have their defense. They're still the same team as last year. Brock Purdy, he's still doing a okayish job of a team manager, if you want to say, but he's not a quarterback that's going to be winning them the game himself. I mean, he has more improvement that he needs to do, but 10-13 is
they got Renardo Green, Florida State, so
yeah, but they still got Debo. They just paid Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey. They still have their core. And George Kittle. Bro, I love George Kittle, but I didn't get him on my fantasy team this year. Kind of sad. Sam Laporta, he's still up there. Panthers.
And Ricky Pearsall?
What is he for defense? Wide receiver, he'll be like wide receiver 4 or 5. He's not going to be the starter. Yeah. The wide receivers they're starting is Brandon Ayuk and Debo Samuel. Those are their two starting.
Where are we at? Jaguars or Panthers?
Yeah, Panthers, they're 2-5. They have Bryce Young. He's a 5'6" quarterback. I can't do nothing with that team, bro. I mean, they have Adam Thielen is like their best piece of fucking art on that team for their old man wide receiver. I'm gonna put 2 to 5. I don't like I don't like their team. It's
Thanks,
not
man.
them. I just
I guess you're putting
Saints.
the Saints in 6 and 9.
6 to 9 for the Saints. Yeah, that's where I was gonna put them. Let's move away from those bad teams. Let's go to a team that just rebuilt half their roster,
All
got
right, all
rid
right.
of
So
their.
hold on. We have different things. Okay. First of all, I had Dolphins way in the front, and I skipped that. And then I had Falcons
Oh,
next.
so you want to go Dolphins?
Well, no, I had all these teams way before. We're just skipping. So I could put these in the back. Hold on, let me put these in the back.
I put the Dolphins and the Cowboys in the bag.
Okay. First of all, Cowboys. Cowboys is 10 and 13, baby, all the
Oh,
way.
you want to go Cowboy? You want to go Cowboys right now?
Oh fuck yeah, 10-13. That's easy. I could say
So
14-17, but honestly, I think it would be 10-13.
they're 10-13. I do not see them 14-17. They can honestly be 6 to 9, but I'm gonna give CD Lamb and Dak. You know that's their team. Okay, that's their team. Their defense is still insane. I'm gonna say 10-13. I do not see them 14. I mean, if they're double covering CD Lamb, who is he gonna throw to? The wide receiver four? Yeah, I think 10-13 is okay. So who are you on now? Who are you on now?
Well, I had the Falcons, but
Let's
we can do
let's do
Falcons.
Falcons.
6 and 9
Falcons.
easily. Six and
That
nine easily.
disrespectful, bro. So they're in a rebuilding year. They got rid of their anchor holding them down, Arthur Smith, who's he's a I don't want to say terrible, but he's not the best coach.
Listen, don't make me
They
put them
got
down 2-5. All right.
I'm gonna say 6 to 9 as well.
Okay.
I like their team, but they're not. We got to see how they play.
The Giants
Giants
two to
2 to 5.
five. Yeah,
2 to 5.
I was gonna say, bro,
Are
2-5.
I mean, they have Malik Neighbors and yeah, 2 to 5.
Yeah,
2 to 5.
we're from New
There's
York, and we
not
just
much
know
there.
that for a fact.
Yeah, yeah. There's no arguing. They're if they could surprise us, they could maybe pull out 6 wins somehow.
Yeah.
Nah. Maybe I don't think that's even possible for them. Washington Commanders.
Washington 2-5.
They have Austin Eckler. 6 to 9. I can't disrespect them too much.
Oof.
But they could be 2 to 5. But I think they're 6. If they're 2 to 5, they're 5. But if they're 6 to 9, they're 6. So that's where I see them at. Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals. I want to say 6-9 because Marvin Harrison Jr.
I know he's so good too. So this is a team that could be 10 to 13 if Kyler stays healthy all year for their quarterback. If he's not healthy all year, he's 6 to 9. I'm gonna put 6 to 9, assuming they're gonna get 9 wins.
Lions.
But yeah, I'm gonna the Lions. I'm saying 14-17.
Really?
Yep. I'm locking that too. I'm not changing that. I think 14-17. Like,
I'm gonna say 10-13.
oh shit.
I do think they're gonna get high, but I don't know how high. I listen. I still gotta change some things up because I don't think Kansas Chiefs is gonna be the only one to go 14-17. So
Oh yeah, you still haven't. Oh yeah, that's true.
I have a couple more things to change up.
You know what? I'm gonna come back down to earth. As much as I want to see the Lions go to the Super Bowl, and I swear to God, if they go to the Super Bowl this year, and I look back at this,
Crazy.
I'll be pissed. I'll be happy, but I'll be crying because I got this wrong. I'm gonna put them down to 10 to 13, expecting them at a 13 win though. Okay, I'm expecting
I would
them
say like 12,
12,
13.
13. So their team's great. They have a lot. They want it. This is like the first few years that the Lions are actually like they want this. So I'm gonna say 10 to 13. I want to see them win the Super Bowl. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy I'm wrong on this. But the Bears. Where do you see yourself with the Bears?
Caleb Williams.
Yep, Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Roman Dunze, DeAndre Swift is a running back.
I
The defense
really,
is
I want to have faith in them. You know, I want to have faith. I'm gonna
me
have faith
too.
in the Bears. I'll put 10-13.
I want to have them 10-13. Part sometimes I want to see them 6-9 because I don't like Caleb Williams and how he's cocky. But then I'm also realistic and I can also see them going
I
10
think
to
they were six
13.
to nine last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did seven.
I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm
they were
going
6-9 last year.
I'm going 10 to 13 expecting them to be at 10.
All right, and Dolphins.
10 to 13?
I would say the
I
same thing. 10-13.
it's 10 to 13. The reason being is because there's no way in hell that if Tua can't play in the cold, I can't put him 14. I don't see them 6-9. They have Tyreek Hill, they have Raheem Mostert, they have Devon Achane, they have Jalen Watt. Like their team is solid, but 10-13 is where I see them, and they're probably only going to get 11 wins,
Do
11
you realize
maybe.
not a single fucking team was in the 14-17 last year? So just think back on that. That's what I'm like trying to think on. Like, not a single team had more than 13 wins.
Ooh,
The only team that is even in the 10-13s are from like Steelers, Rams, Texans, Eagles, Dolphins, Chiefs, Browns, Bills, 49ers, Lions, Cowboys, and Ravens. Ravens had the highest last year. So either either the Kentucky Chiefs pull something out of their ass, or this
Kentucky. It's Kansas,
Ravens
you fucker.
or
It's
Kansas Chiefs, Kansas Chiefs, or the Ravens and Texans have like I think the only chance again the 14-17.
I
But I don't
put
want to
I
put
put
all of them.
I only have two teams in 14 to 17, and that's Kansas City and Houston. Those are the only teams, two teams I have up there.
Hmm. Who? What team is really gonna go? That's what I want.
Well, we won't know until the
Is it gonna
season starts.
be? Is it gonna be the Texans, the Cowboys, or the Lions?
I can tell you right now, the Lions have a better chance than the Cowboys. And
No
I'm a
way.
Dolphins fan, bro. I'm a Dolphins fan. I can't. They're not going to the Super Bowl. I don't. I mean, hey, listen. The season hasn't started yet. This could all shock us. We could come back in late January, February, and be looking at this like, wow. Why didn't we put Dallas up there? They're fucking stacked. But then we all can also come back down to earth and be like, wow, they really only have one wide receiver that can actually catch the ball.
I am gonna say Lions or Ravens. So between those two, one of those are going back up to 14-17. Either Lions or Ravens. I really want to say Ravens, but I really want to say Lions. I feel like Lions, like it's a huge bet to go on Lions. It's a
Lions,
gamble.
I think Lions want it more than Ravens. If I had to be on, if I'm looking at this and like, who wants it more? Okay, I mean, obviously every team wants it. I mean, there's no brainer. But when I'm looking at the actual rosters of both teams, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, where did Lions come from? From what they were, and the Ravens. Ravens keep choking it. The Lions, yes, they choked, but I don't, I don't know. I want to see Lions 14 wins. I want to see them in the Super Bowl, but I don't think they can. I want them to.
Jared Goff,
Jared Goff's,
Brandon
Amon St.
Ayuk,
Brown.
Kirby Jones. No, that's not. That's a DB. Man, what are the what are the Fal- or not Falcons? Ravens. Who are they?
Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go Ravens. Fuck it.
Ravens 14.
Yeah, Kansas Chiefs and Ravens 14-17. Eagles, Browns, Broncos, Buccaneers, Rams, Texans, San Francisco, Cowboys, Lions, uh, the Bears, and Dolphins. Straight 10-13. Everything
Well,
else
I think we
is a guess.
well, I think we both have our teams. So I'm gonna save this for later, so we can come back to this 5 months
Just
from now.
download it and put it on your desktop.
Yep, I'm gonna save this. Download.
Where do I rename it?
I'm just gonna save. I'm just gonna save image, maybe.
20. Well, should we put 2025? Because that's when the season ends.
Yeah.
2025 NFL. NFL predictions.
Whatever.
Fuck you
I
trying to
have
do?
saved. I have it saved. Plus, we could always come back to this video too. So I think we're gonna end it here, and we'll see who actually wins when we come back.